this is another video. It wasn't the plan to kind of do it this way, but I've kind of hijacked my own video with a voiceover, so just don't mind me chatting away like this. I hope you enjoy the video. And keep watching to see my magical transformation. Okie dokie, so I've already prepped my skin using Medicate Hydrate B5 and moisturiser, and I've also used a number 7 primer and the Airbrush Away one, the pink one, which is Radiance Boosting. Now I'm mixing two foundations together. I'm using the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, the foundation that I used on my wedding day, and I'm mixing the shades Patagonia and Vanuatu, which is medium 1.2 and medium 3.5, just to get the right colour for me with false tan on. So I'm using a flat brush just to apply this all over the skin and just kind of cover the whole base. And once I've spread that everywhere, I'm going in with a sort of fluffier, more buffing brush, which is the Smith 115, which is a great foundation brush to use. And I've just kind of buffed that into the skin after the flat brush. The next stage is going in with my concealer, and my favourite is the Maybelline Fit Me, and I'm using the shade 05 here, and I'm just kind of concentrating in between the sort of inner eye and spreading that just sort of underneath the eye, between the brows and under the chin and sides of the nose, and this is just to brighten and kind of illuminate these areas and also gives a bit of a youthful appearance. I have kind of gone a little bit too light on this concealer, so I swiftly correct it, and I've just picked up the shade 20 just to go over the shade 05 because I do have false tan on. I'm a little bit darker than normal, so I've just kind of doubled up on all those areas just to kind of neutralize the brightness. The other concealer that I'm using is the Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Eraser, and this is in the shade 02 Nude. And I just kind of pop that on the hairline area and on the cheekbones just to kind of do a bit of soft contouring before I go in with a powder later on. And I've gone back in with my Smith 115 brush just to blend everything together, and kind of marry all the products between the concealer and foundation so that it's all very seamless and consistently blended. The next product I'm going to go for is my favourite, and it's a damp beauty blender. So just dampen this slightly under the sink or under the tap, and squeeze out any excess, and then it's just a case of bouncing it all over the skin so that you're kind of just pressing the foundation and concealer into the skin so it looks more like skin. Next we have my favourite Urban Decay eye primer. This is a great one to stop any creasing that may happen once you put eyeshadow on. So you just take a small amount on your finger, probably your ring finger or index, and just press this onto the eyelid, and sort of up to the brow area, and making sure that it is pressed in before you go in with your eyeshadow. So that will take a few moments to dry and set. So whilst that's drying or setting, I'm going to go in with my brows, using Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pomade in the shade Taupe. Just going to brush my brows, and then we've got them all like, whoa. Yeah, going in with an angled sort of stiff brush for my brows. I use this just to kind of take my pomade and go below the brow line and then follow the arch and get that tail nice and sharp. A lot of people do comment on my brows and think they are amazing, and I'm so lucky, but you can see that my brows naturally are not amazing. So I have got a little bit of help with makeup when it comes to my brows, and it's one thing that I would probably like to have on if I didn't have any other makeup on. Because you can see the difference there, just kind of nice and sharp, and just keep brushing them up into shape in between applications of the pomade. So it's all nice and blended and even. Yep, nice comparison. Shiki diki, voila, and then not so good. Okay, that's the truth. I'm being real here. You're seeing my secrets. But I need to sort the other one out so that they are a little bit more equal. And they are sisters, not twins, so they will never be perfectly matching, whether they're, well, to be fair, you can draw them on a little bit more to help them match, but I never get too worried if they're not identical. So I'm just going to fill this in the same way as the other one. Slowly but surely is always the key with brows. Don't rush it, and just keep brushing through the product so that it is nice and evenly dispersed. Okie dokie, there you go, there you can see, ta-da, secret's out. Right, eyeshadow time. So this is my Wedding Palette eyeshadow, and I'm just going to take the sort of pinky shimmery shade that I honestly cannot read which one it is called, so I cannot tell you which one it is, but it is the soft pink shimmer one in that palette. And I'm just going to pop that all over my whole eyeshadow eyelid with that eyeshadow with a sort of larger flat brush, which is great to apply eyeshadow over the whole eyelid. And just get that evenly over. Now taking a fluffier brush, which is a great one to have in your makeup bag, which is a MAC 217, and I'm just taking a slightly darker browny shade just to kind of shade the outer corner, which I've already have done, but I cut it out of this edit. And then I've got in with an even fluffier brush, which is another MAC one, which is 224, and that's the clean brush that I've just kind of blended over the darker eyeshadow just to help merge everything together and make sure that there's no harsh lines. And I kind of just go forwards and backwards with that process just to make sure everything is smooth and consistent and blended. I'm really not going over the top with my eyes in this look. I'm keeping it quite fresh. Then I'm just kind of giving a little bit of shimmer under the brow bone. Do not do this if you need to wax your brows, as it will highlight all the hairs. My next part is taking a nice pencil, which I'm using the MAC Coffee eye pencil. It's like a deep brown, and I'm just kind of lining my eyes on the top lash line with this pencil, not being overly neat, and just kind of getting the product on the line, and then going in with a stiffer brush to kind of blend it all out, and this kind of gives a smoky effect. Ta-da! You see the difference? It makes me so happy. So then I'm going in with my gel eyeliner, which I used Bobbi Brown, and it's in the shade Sepia Ink 2, which is basically a dark brown. It's not a black, as I'm so fair and pale. I do prefer brown liners over black. And this is just kind of following the lash line and the pencil that we've done prior to the gel. Then going in with a little bit of a deeper eyeshadow underneath the eye, just for a bit of definition, but no eyeliner. Mascara time. I'm using number 7 and Too Faced Better Than Sex, layering them on top of each other and wiggle, wiggle, wiggle that mascara just so you get it from root to tip. And it gives the best effect for getting those lashes nice and thick and long. And measuring my lashes unsuccessfully. Now going in with a number 7. This is actually a mineral powder foundation from them, but it is slightly of a warmer tone, which I like to use just to kind of warm up the cheeks and the hairline, give a bit of sort of shape and definition to the face before going in with a bit more serious contour. Yeah, get it everywhere. Hoola Bronzer is a great product to contour or also warm up the skin. So I'm just going over with this, with that same sort of larger fluffy brush. And then I'm gonna grab a smaller one just to kind of chisel that out a bit more, like so, and get a bit more of a contoured effect on my cheeks. Voila. And then across the hairline as well, just to kind of blend it together seamlessly, like so. Wow. So much is going on. This is so hard to voice over. I'm going in with my highlighter, which is super shiny and shimmery and glittery, which is not normally one I go for, but I just thought, why not? It's lockdown. And this is an Inglot one, which is, it's great. But if you do find that you've put too much on, you can go in with a beauty blender just to dab on it, dab off any excess. And I'm going in with my NARS blusher in the shade Orgasm, just to give that flushed look to my cheeks and just add a little bit more colour, which I like. Making some serious faces in this video. So then we go in with my NARS compact, and this is just kind of taking away any sort of shininess, and it's a great powder to keep in your bag if you are an oilier skin. So then we're going in with our lashes, and these are the Ardell lashes in the size Demi Wispies, and I've cut them to fit. Showing you my nice long nails. Cannot believe they're this long, can you? There you go. Put a bit of glue on and wiggle the lashes just so that they mold into the shape of your eye, and let the glue sort of settle for around 30 seconds so it's tacky before you apply it. And it's just so easy to pop it straight on the eye line. And I use the reverse end of a liner brush just to make sure that it is in position. It's not something I do when I'm doing other people's makeup, just my own. I get a bit creative and less professional. And then I'm going in with the other eye's lash as well with a bit of glue. Wiggle, 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 just to get it nice and bendy. Looking at my nails again, thinking, wow, they're so long. The nail colour is Mimosa for Mr. and Mrs. by OPI. And it is only nail lacquer, not a gel. I'm giving them a break from the gel. And I'm just kind of pressing this on in the same way, just getting it in a position. Using that reverse end of the liner brush again till it feels comfortable. I always feel a little bit strange for a minute or two, but just kind of keep fiddling with them until they feel right. And look at the difference. Oh yeah, can't believe it. So liner is the finishing product before lipstick, and it was just the MAC liner in the shade Stone. It makes such a difference already. And then I went for a bright lip, which was the Dior shade 365 New World, and it's quite corally and quite bright, but I kind of liked it. And voila, just like that, I can get ready so fast. If only it was really like that. And I'm ready for date night. I hope you enjoyed this kind of video. It's all a bit random, it's all a bit new to me, but hey, it's a bit of fun and maybe keeps you entertained for a while. See you soon.